my side, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. I never realized I was.
Hello everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about why the PlayStation 5 is a better choice than a gaming PC.
This guy really went to his AI voiceover software and settled on the vaguely Boston-ish guy. Like, not complaining, it's just a weird choice.
The PC has been making waves since its release, and it's easy to see why.
When was the release of the PC? Like, since the PC release, when was that?
So, let's dive into the 10 reasons why the P5 is better than a gaming PC.
A P5 is better than a PC. I am so excited. For the mobile listeners out there, he just showed a card on screen that said ease of use. I usually listen to commentary videos while I'm playing games, so I like to think there's at least one of you doing that out there for this.
1. Ease of use. The PS5 is designed to be easy to use, with a simple interface and user-friendly features.
If you don't know how to use a computer's interface in the year 2023, you won't be able to use a console's. Like, I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. If someone seriously still doesn't know how to navigate Windows and open programs on a computer in the current year, that's their problem, not the platform's.
You don't need to worry about setting up complex hardware or installing software.
First of all, you can buy a pre-built PC and completely bypass the setting up of any hardware. Also, did you just say that you don't have to worry about software on consoles? Because that's just a flat-out lie. And anyone who's owned a console in the last decade will know it. Not only is the digital marketplace bigger than ever on console, but so are firmware updates and post-launch patches. Like, you can't escape software just because you didn't have to put any thought into your hardware.
Just plug it in and start playing.
That's right, you plug in your PS5 and immediately start playing games without downloading or installing anything. That's definitely how this works.
With a gaming PC, you may need to install drivers, update software, and configure settings, which can be time-consuming and complicated.
Oh no, I have to take 5 minutes to update something or fiddle with game settings to make the experience better for me. Game settings that, need I remind you, console games still don't have. Like, yeah, I have to take an extra few minutes to take advantage of features that the consoles literally don't have. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a perfectly fair trade to me.
The PS5 is designed to be user-friendly, so you can start playing your games right away.
Except not actually. Okay, that transition slide said affordability. Again, thank you to the audio listeners, you're very appreciated.
2. Affordability. Another major advantage of the PS5 is its affordability. Building and maintaining a gaming PC can be a significant financial investment, with the cost of components, software, and upgrades all adding up over time.
Okay, lots of things wrong here. First of all, maintaining your gaming PC can be as expensive or cheap as you want it to be. It's not like there's a time limit on how long you're allowed to have each piece of hardware before you're forced to upgrade it. You can have stuff as long as you want, because frankly, a lot of PC components are things that you rarely have to upgrade, if at all. And what's this about the PS5 being super affordable? Like, I know they're at least getting easier to find nowadays, but even still, you're paying at least $500 for a new PS5. That's not exactly cheap, especially when you consider the fact that software is far more expensive on the PS5. I don't know where you're getting off saying PC software is expensive to maintain, because that's what you said, and it's objectively wrong. PC games are way cheaper, both first-hand and from key sites, and as for other software things, I don't know, there's maybe a one-time purchase of Windows, assuming you didn't buy a pre-built or just get a key somewhere, or maybe you pay for a subscription or two. Because, you know, unlike you guys, we're not forced to drop an extra $50 a year or more to play our own games online. So, in conclusion, no. Like, to all of it, no.
With the PS5, you can enjoy high-quality gaming experiences without the high cost of a gaming PC.
Yeah, it's just the high cost of a PS5 instead.
This makes the PS5 a great choice for gamers on a budget, or those who want to enjoy their games without having to worry about the cost.
Actually, I'd argue that if you're a new gamer looking to get a piece of gaming hardware with a ton of games for the least amount of money possible, I'd point you to the Series S and a month of Game Pass. The PS5 is nowhere near being a budget gaming option. Like, I love this thing console fanboys do where they're trying to argue a possible advantage of a console over a PC, but they just get so excited about finally having an argument that they go way too far with it and destroy the argument that they were so excited about. Like, if you just said a PS5 is cheaper than a gaming PC, I would generally agree with you. But instead, you had to go with the PS5 is a budget option, which is literally not true. Okay, next section says console exclusives, which should be fun.
3. Console exclusives. One of the biggest selling points of the PS5 is its console exclusives.
As he shows footage of God of War Ragnarok, which is not exclusive to the PS5.
As a console, the PS5 is built to play games specifically designed for the platform, which means that you can enjoy a wide range of games that have been optimized for the PS5.
And now he's showing Last of Us Part 1, which is coming out later this month on PC. And for $10 cheaper than the PS5 version too.
This is a big advantage over a gaming PC, where you may need to install additional software, tweak settings, or deal with compatibility issues to play some games.
Again with the notion that consoles just don't download software. Like, bro, are you good? Also, now you're showing footage of a game that's literally on PC already, and was also never exclusive to the PS5. This video is supposed to divert you away from getting a PC and get you to buy a PS5 instead, but every single game that you've shown in this section is multi-platform, first of all. Second of all, 2 out of the 3 are on PC. And third of all, the only game that you showed in this section that's not confirmed for PC right now is God of War Ragnarok, which is basically confirmed to have a PC port coming. Like, I really don't know what you're trying to say with this section.
With the PS5, you can enjoy high-quality gaming experiences without having to worry about technical issues or compatibility problems.
Look, after Forspoken, it's a really bad time to be talking about the PS5's awesome performance. Like Sony fans, you need to stop talking about how great your exclusives run for at least another few months. Forspoken was really bad. You need to let that fizzle out before you start talking about exclusive performance again.
4. Graphical performance. Another major advantage of the PS5 is its graphical performance.
Oh, I forgot to mention that slide. He did another transition. He said graphical performance. You heard him say it. You didn't miss anything. Audio listeners still love you. Thank you for your views.
The powerful hardware, including a custom AMD Zen 8-core CPU and a custom AMD Radeon RDNA 2-based graphics engine, are designed to deliver the highest level of performance possible, with fast load times and smooth gameplay.
Yeah, man, the PS5's graphical performance is an advantage over the PC. That's why there's a whopping 33 games that get to 120 FPS. 33. It's also why there's only a handful of games running in native 4K. It's also why there's hardly any games running at 1440p above 60 FPS. But I'll let you look at the master list yourself. I showed the article on screen. You can go check that for yourself. But it has the master list of games that, run with enhanced performance, whatever that means. And spoiler alert, it's not that many. I mean, my default for game settings on PC is 1440p, targeting 144 FPS. How many PS5 games can get even remotely close to that?
This is a big contrast to a gaming PC, where you may need to upgrade your hardware to keep up with the latest games, or deal with performance issues due to compatibility problems or outdated hardware.
You want to talk about outdated hardware? Do you remember 10 seconds ago when I said my base game target is already way better than your entire platform? Again, only 33 games as of right now can get up to 120 FPS on the PS5. Like, congratulations, your platform of choice caught up to the mid-2010s of PC tech.
With the PS5, you can enjoy high-quality gaming experiences without having to worry about performance issues or upgrades.
No, you do have to worry about them. There are plenty of games on the PS5 with performance issues, and there are plenty of games on the PS5 that don't run up to modern standards. And it's basically confirmed at this point that there's going to be an upgraded version of the PS5 in the near future, so what are you going to say about the, not having to upgrade thing then? Will you say that upgrading to the PS5 Pro is going to be an option and not a necessity? Because that's the exact same case as PC upgrades. They're optional. And at least we get half-decent performance before we upgrade. Boy, oh boy, new section, and this one's called cross-generation gaming, which is extra stupid right off the bat because the PC doesn't have generations at all, which means this is a complete non-issue on our platform. But you're going to try and make us look bad anyways.
5. Cross-generation gaming. The next great feature of the PS5 is its support for cross-generation gaming.
On screen right now as a representation of, quote, cross-generation gaming, you have on one side the PS5 remake of The Last of Us, and on the other side the PS4 remaster of The Last of Us. Do you know what cross-generation means?
This means that you can play games from previous generations of consoles, as well as games from the current generation, all on one platform.
As much as I love all the memes for the Last of Us remake, you do realize that the split screen you have here is literally 2 different games, right? Like, they're not two generational versions of the same game. They are literally different games.
This is a big advantage over a gaming PC, where you may need to upgrade your hardware or software to play older games.
No, actually, you just adjust the settings in the settings menu and you're good to go. Any PC can play any PC game. The only thing that changes is the maximum performance available to the user of that particular PC. There's no generations over here. Again, this is literally a non-issue for us.
With the PS5, you can enjoy a wide range of games from the past, present, and future, all on one platform.
Okay, cool. So I should go out and buy a PlayStation 5 and I'll be able to play all my PS2 and 3 games on it, right? Or is the backwards compatibility not actually to the same level as the PC? And you're just calling it cross-generation gaming as a way of skirting that issue. The PC has a much larger game library, and the lack of generations means that the platform is backwards compatible forever. Any PC game from any time period can be played on modern PCs, give or take a minute or two of setting adjustments you may have to do. Or if you want to play a really old as shit game, you might want to, download some kind of emulator for that. But, that's besides the point. The point is, every PC game is playable on the PC. The only thing that differs is performance. New section, it's called DualSense, which is literally on PC, so I don't know what he's on about now.
6. DualSense Controller. Another standout feature of the PS5 is the DualSense controller. This state-of-the-art controller offers a range of features to enhance your gaming experience, with haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, a built-in microphone, and a touchpad, among other features.
Yeah, you can use the DualSense on the PC. Maybe not with all the features on all the games, but so? I know this is subjective, but really, how much of a deal breaker are the DualSense features at the end of the day? Are you really basing your platform decision based on which one uses the DualSense more often?
This is a big advantage over a gaming PC, where you may need to purchase a separate controller to get the same level of functionality.
But what if I just don't care? I mean, aside from the fact that you can use the DualSense on the PC, what if I just don't want a controller that has those things? What if I don't care about the haptic feedback or reactive triggers or whatever? What if I'm perfectly happy using mouse and keyboard and, occasionally breaking out my 360 controller? Yeah, the PC doesn't have 100% of the DualSense functionality that the PS5 does, but we have a way bigger selection of input devices to choose from, so I'm willing to take that trade. In fact, I'm happy to.
With the DualSense controller, you can experience a new level of immersion and interactivity in your games.
Okay, he really just put up a transition slide that said game library. This is gonna be a fucking hoot.
7. Game library. Another advantage of the PS5 is its game library. The PS5 has a large and growing game library, with a wide range of titles that cater to different tastes and preferences.
Well, as of right now, there's 549 games available natively on the PS5, not including VR and backwards compatible games. Meanwhile, there's roughly 10,000 games on Steam alone. That's not including games not on Steam, games on emulators, games that never got official digital releases, indie games that aren't available on major launchers. You don't want to make this comparison. You just don't.
From exclusive games like Demon's Souls and Spider-Man, Miles Morales, to multi-platform games like Call of Duty, Black Ops, and FIFA 23, the PS5 has something for everyone.
Literally every one of those games except Demon's Souls is on PC. And at this point, we can basically start a countdown for the Demon's Souls PC port. Genuinely, what is the point of this video? You've just been lying for 4 minutes straight, and why? To play defense for Sony? I'm sure they appreciate having a personal cheerleader, but at some point you gotta, look at the real world. You can't make something true just by saying it on the internet. It has to actually be true. And so far, almost everything you've said has been objectively wrong.
The game library continues to grow, with new games being added all the time.
If only there was another platform where new games were coming out at a frequent pace.
This is a big contrast to a gaming PC, where you may need to purchase games from different platforms, or deal with compatibility issues that can prevent you from playing certain games.
I'm sorry, did you just say buying games from multiple platforms is somehow a negative, compared to the PS5? If I'm understanding you correctly, your point is that the PS5's overall game library is better than the PC's simply because you don't have to sometimes use different services to actually purchase those games. Given everything you've said in this section, that's the only possible angle you could be taking with this. And that's possibly the dumbest thing I've ever heard in a video like this.
With the PS5, you can enjoy a diverse range of games, all on one platform.
Yeah, but it's way less than the PC, and it's way more expensive, and with way worse performance, and the whole experience just reeks of restrictions that don't actually have to be there. Transition slide, it says user-friendly interface. Moving on, I'm getting impatient and annoyed.
8. User-friendly interface. The PS5 has user-friendly interface. The interface is designed with simplicity in mind, making it easy to navigate and find the games you want to play.
And if you don't like it, too bad, go fuck yourself. A modern computer is going to have an easy as shit interface to navigate, and you know it. If you can navigate a console interface, you can navigate a PC interface. I'd even argue that a PC's interface would be easier to navigate for a brand new user simply due to the exposure. Everyone born in the last 30 years has used a computer. Not everyone has used a gaming console. At least not nearly to the same extent as someone in the hobby would be using.
This is a big contrast to a gaming PC, where you may need to navigate through a complex interface to find the games you want to play, or deal with confusing settings and options.
Again, with you framing things in a really stupid way, you don't have to deal with confusing settings and options. First of all, are you implying that all PS5 players are too stupid to figure out the difference between low, medium, and high settings? Because that's not very awesome. But also, PS5 games don't even have those options, so how is this a positive? How is it a positive that you literally have less options than the competition?
With the PS5, you can enjoy a smooth and seamless gaming experience, without having to deal with any headaches or confusion.
I'm assuming the headaches and confusion you're referring to here are just the moving from one launcher to another on PC, which takes like 5 seconds. The hell's wrong with you? Transition slide, it says online services, which is, again, going to be a hoot. In fact, it's already a hoot because you put online services, as in plural services, which is just a fucking lie in regards to the PlayStation. You have one online service, and it's PlayStation Network. Everything you get from the PlayStation funnels through the PlayStation Network. And if Sony doesn't want something on there, they can just veto it. Remember when they vetoed crossplay for no reason at all? Remember when they vetoed EA Access for no reason at all? How many times has their security been breached and compromised PSN subscriber data? How many times has PSN just been down across the board? Yeah, it's super great. Super great. Definitely trust Sony with your online services. Super worth the mandatory fee. I love it when there's no competition on an entire fucking platform.
9. Online services. Another advantage of the PS5 is its online services. The PS5 offers a range of online services, including online multiplayer, cloud saves, and the ability to download games and DLC.
No, those are features, not services. PlayStation Network is the service. Cloud saves and multiplayer access is, those are features of the service. And the fact that you need a service to access those things on the PlayStation is a slap in the face to everyone who pays for it. Those are not necessary charges, as proven by the platform that doesn't require them. Which, by the way, one of those platforms used to be PlayStation. Sony didn't used to charge you for all that shit, but now they do. Nothing changed in the operation cost, they just wanted more money out of you.
These services are designed to enhance your gaming experience by allowing you to play with friends, save your progress, and access new content.
Ah yes, how generous of Sony, allowing us to save our content and play with our friends. How generous that they're only charging us as much as they are for those wonderfully wonderful features.
This is a big contrast to a gaming PC, where you may need to purchase separate services to get the same level of functionality.
No I won't. Discord is free. I don't have to pay to play games online here. Most game launchers offer some kind of cloud saving for free. You don't have to pay to download any launcher or storefront. Like, literally, what is it that I'm paying for over here that I don't know about? Genuinely. You can't just say, oh, PC gamers have to pay for more services. Like, I literally don't pay for any of the stuff that you do. Like, I mean, I guess I subscribe to Game Pass, but, like, that's it. That's the only thing I pay monthly for. And I don't have to pay that. I choose to.
With the PS5, you can enjoy a full-featured online gaming experience, all on one platform.
Transition slide, it says virtual reality gaming, which is yet another fucking hoot because the PS5's VR headset literally just came out. And since you love talking about game library so much, quick reminder that the PSVR 2 is not backwards compatible with the PSVR 1. So have fun starting over with that entire game library, for no reason.
10. Virtual reality gaming. The PS5 is fully compatible with PlayStation VR, which is a virtual reality headset that allows you to play games in an immersive, three-dimensional environment.
No distinction between PSVR 1 and 2. That's cool. That's honest.
With a gaming PC, you may need to purchase additional hardware and install additional software to play VR games.
Unlike the PlayStation? Question mark?
Which can be costly and time-consuming.
Unlike the PlayStation? Again? Question mark?
With the PS5, you can enjoy virtual reality gaming right out of the box, without any additional setup required.
Bro. What? You don't have to buy additional hardware for PSVR? You don't have to set up any hardware for PSVR? You don't have to download PSVR specific games for PSVR? How did you upload this unironically?
So, there you have it, folks, the 10 reasons why the PS5 is better than a gaming PC.
Literally none of your points were real.
From its powerful hardware, to its extensive game library, and its user-friendly interface, the PS5 has a lot to offer.
The only way this video makes sense is if you've literally never used a computer. Or like your total experience with computers was, in like the school computer lab in like 2008.
Whether you're a casual gamer or a serious enthusiast, the PS5 is the perfect gaming platform for you.
Yeah, it probably looks that way when you don't even entertain the possibility of there being a better option.
So, if you're looking to upgrade your gaming experience, consider the PS5, and see for yourself why it's better than a gaming PC.
Upgrade your gaming experience? I already have a PC. A PS5 would legitimately be a step backwards for me.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Nobody's going to do that, and it really shouldn't be hard to see why. Toodles.